We are learning more and more about Logan from Fox. This is the R-rated Hugh Jackman version of an older Wolverine, and we have some official news and some news from me because I've seen 45 minutes of the movie. But let's start out from what we saw on Twitter, which was released officially from Hugh Jackman, and it says official under it. In the near future, a weary Logan cares for an ailing Professor X in a hideout on the Mexican border. But Logan's attempts to hide from the world and his legacy are upended when a young mutant arrives being pursued by dark forces.
It was great, Kim. It was
You're
very,
welcome.
very dramatic.
I know. I should be an actor.
Where was that accent regionally from?
Get off my back. I'm sorry for that,
No,
everyone.
It was great.
But that looks to be a somewhat official synopsis of Logan. I don't know who made that image. It looks like an inspirational quote.
It does look like an inspirational quote.
But what we're getting is that mutants are gone now, and that's what we've gotten from other released material from this. Should I get into it?
Okay. Yeah, because you've seen 45 minutes of the movie.
I've seen 45 minutes of the movie.
Of which I am tremendously jealous that you have
Sony
seen this.
let me see it, and I took Andrew. It was a fun day, and it was. What I saw was very unfinished though.
Okay.
So there were a lot of effects that were missing and scenes that didn't look right.
Right.
And they could very well be rewritten by the end. But what we're seeing is a world in which there are no more mutants. They're not being born anymore.
Right.
And it seems that the other X-Men have perished somehow in a great battle. And what we have left is just a few. Wolverine is characteristically depressed, angry. He's trying to hide who he is for the most part.
Gotcha.
And a woman finds him one day and is like, I need your help, Logan, Logan, Logan. And he goes, fuck off. And then there's a lot more swearing in this because it's rated R now. And she keeps pursuing him, and she's like, help my daughter. Guess who the daughter is? So it's X-23. This is her story.
Yes.
And where Professor X is very different from what we've seen Patrick Stewart do before.
Yeah.
He's incredibly old now. He actually reminds me a lot about my grandpa right before he died. Except for Professor X there's something going on with his brain.
I mean, well, can you imagine too, like, because
his exceptional brain.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that like a lot of people, as they age, it's very difficult, I think, for people who do have like a regular kind of exceptional mind as they're aging, and your mind starts to go a little bit. Can you imagine being Professor Xavier, who has like a crazy psychic power mind, and now he's getting old and senile? Like, that's horrible.
That's affecting the world, and Logan is trying to help tamper that. It's not going that well.
Yeah.
Lots of people are getting hurt in this. And then we also have someone pursuing X-23 who ends up clashing with Logan because Professor X sees in her what she is. And he's like, we got to protect her. She's the best. They have a very cute kind of like grandpa-grandchild relationship. And I don't know how much further to get into this, but it's what you think. It is this X-23 storyline.
Yeah.
It is old man Logan.
Yes.
It's incredibly violent, which was... I was genuinely shocked when I saw something happened.
Yeah.
And it was very early on, so there you go. You've got that to look forward to.
I think for me, I'm very optimistic about Old Man Logan or Logan, the film, let's say, from the point of view that I think where, for me, the X-Men movies have struggled semi-recently is, trying to bring in that sort of angst and that seriousness to a superhero film. And I think that Logan naturally lives in that world, and it feels very real and very justified, instead of being like, really, you should have more fun with this,
Yeah. Well, this is a darker story if we're going the Old Man Logan route.
Yes.
So we kind of have to go that way. Wolverine isn't a bubbly or even like, nice character.
No, definitely not.
And we have, I think we have Deadpool to thank for this, even though this is decidedly not a humorous movie. And Deadpool and Wolverine are very different characters.
Yes.
However, they both kind of dwell in that rated R vein. if not more, after that. And I really enjoyed it. I mean, overall, as a scope of what I've seen, I thought it was great. It was definitely the highlight of what I saw that day.
It's definitely the first of sort of anything in the X-Men franchise in recent years that I have seen the trailer for and gone, oh, I really want to see that. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. And that's my sort of biggest frustration with the whole X-Men film franchise is that I feel like you've had all of these actors who, for the most part, have been incredibly well cast in the roles that they're playing, and they haven't really had an opportunity to shine. And I feel like this is Hugh Jackman's opportunity.
This is it. This is it. And this is his last one.
Yeah.
So he's going to make his last ride really good. Yeah. And I loved where they took it. I had a great time with this movie, and I liked the introduction of X-23, or Laura, or whatever you want to call her at this point. It is different because her mother is actively seeking Logan and I guess Professor X from that point instead of the other way around.
Right, it's not a teenager like defying her parents who don't get her.
She's a child, and she's kind of like a sullen, she reminded me of myself as a child, just like quiet and mad all the time. And it's, the action was amazing. I really enjoyed what I saw, and I think people who hoped for more, enjoyed but hoped for more from the X-Men movies are really going to like this so far. So it does take that kind of, it very much leans into that R rating, and I think at this point it's extremely appropriate the way they're taking it. So Logan comes out on March 3rd, where you get to see it all for yourself. If you are a fan of Wolverine and extreme violence, I think you're gonna love this one. Audience, are you looking forward to seeing the X-23 storyline play out? Please let us know below in the comments. Please like and subscribe for more.